It finally happened. Meghan Markle just gave fans a look at her perfect World Series celebration, and let's just say, the internet isn't buying it. Because while Meghan was busy jumping, cheering, and screaming like she just won the lottery, Prince Harry sat there looking like he'd rather be anywhere else. And now, fans are calling it one word: staged. But here's the real twist. That 10-second black and white clip has set off a storm online, sparking rumors, backlash, and even new questions about what's really going on behind Meghan and Harry's carefully curated image. So, was this moment a genuine celebration, or another calculated PR move gone wrong? Let's dive deep, because the truth behind that video might just be Meghan's biggest misstep yet. It all started with a video Meghan posted on her Instagram story. A black and white clip showing her jumping up and down like she just hit the jackpot. She's squealing, clapping, and running over to Prince Harry to plant a big kiss on him. But here, the problem: Harry doesn't move. No cheering, no laughing, nothing. He just sits there, looking like he's processing his life choices while Meghan performs for the camera. And that's all it took. Within minutes, fans were flooding social media saying the same thing: this looks fake. Some called it cringy, others said staged, and one person summed it up perfectly. Of course, it was totally natural, with the camera perfectly positioned to capture every second. But that wasn't the only thing people noticed, because right next to Meghan in that video was her close friend McKee Zadgefin, and she might have accidentally revealed something Meghan didn't expect. Kelly reposted Meghan's video with a cheeky little caption that instantly changed the story. She wrote, "Best game ever. Sorry H, your team didn't win but mine did." And that's when it hit fans. Wait, Harry was actually supporting the other team. That's right. Harry was rooting for the Toronto Blue Jays, while Meghan, the born and bred Los Angeles girl, was all in for the Dodgers. So while Meghan was jumping for joy, Harry was sitting there watching his team lose. That explains the awkward body language, the silence, the blank look on his face while Meghan was practically bouncing off the walls. But instead of fans seeing it as a cute, rival team moment, it came off as something very different, another staged clip to remind the world that Meghan and Harry are, well, still relevant. And that's where the storm began. Within hours, X, formerly Twitter, was flooded with comments, and they weren't kind. "Looks so fake," one wrote. "Who even films themselves celebrating like this?" said another. And then came the brutal ones. "Fake AF, performative, and why are they always filming everything?" For many viewers, it felt like Meghan's celebration wasn't about baseball, it was about attention. The timing, the perfect camera angle, the exaggerated reaction, everything screamed, "Look at me." One fan wrote, "It's giving PR stunt, not celebration." And honestly, that's exactly how it looked. Because this isn't the first time, Meghan and Harry have been accused of doing something just for the cameras. Remember the charity photo ops, the caught by paparazzi moments that somehow always looked professionally shot, or those private appearances that magically end up online. But things didn't stop there. Just days earlier, Meghan and Harry had shown up at Game 4 of the World Series, sitting front row at Dodger Stadium. Sounds glamorous, right? Until you realize who was sitting behind them. Legendary baseball icons like Magic Johnson and Sandy Koufax, men who are literal sports royalty, were placed behind Meghan and Harry. And fans couldn't believe it. One ex-user said, "How did these grifters get better seats than Koufax?" Another added, "Someone definitely paid someone off." It was the kind of backlash the couple just can't seem to escape. Every time they show up in public, people question whether it's genuine or orchestrated. And to make matters worse, reports say when their faces appeared on the Jumbotron later in the game, the crowd actually booed. Loudly. That's right, the same Meghan and Harry who once had global adoration were now being booed at an American baseball game. Now here, where things get interesting. Meghan's Instagram comeback wasn't random. She recently relaunched her brand, her lifestyle aesthetic, and her social presence, after years of stepping back from the spotlight. So when she posted that baseball video, some people saw it as a harmless moment, but others, they saw it as a strategic move. Think about it: black and white filter, upbeat energy, perfectly framed shot, instantly reposted by her influencer friend. It didn't feel spontaneous, it felt produced. And when you've built a brand around authenticity, that's the one thing you can't fake. Because every time Meghan tries to show the world how normal she is, hanging out with friends, watching a game, laughing with Harry, the reactions seem to backfire. People see performance instead of personality. And whether that's fair or not, it's slowly defining the Sussex brand. This whole World Series fiasco might seem minor, just a video gone wrong. But it's part of a bigger story, the slow unraveling of Meghan and Harry's public image. A few years ago, they were the underdogs, the couple who broke free from royal constraints, ready to start a new life on their own terms. But now, every move they make is dissected, doubted, and dragged through the mud. When fans see Meghan celebrating a baseball win, they don't think fun and relatable. They think camera crew, sponsorship, content. Because that's what it started to look like, a brand, not a marriage. And Harry's face in that clip, that quiet, emotionless expression, only fuels that narrative. He looked like a man who's done this 1,000 times before. Here's the harsh truth. Meghan and Harry's biggest problem isn't hate, it's distrust. The more they try to show the world how happy, connected, and authentic they are, the more people think it's all smoke and mirrors. Every public outing, every video, every interview becomes a test, and one bad clip can undo months of effort. That's the cost of overexposure. And that's why this tiny World Series moment matters, because it's not really about baseball. It's about how far public opinion has shifted. What used to be royal fascination has turned into celebrity fatigue. And every time Meghan posts another perfect moment, it just reminds fans of how unnatural it all feels. So, was Meghan's World Series celebration staged? Maybe not intentionally. Maybe she really was excited, cheering for her team, living her moment. But when every second of your life looks ready for a Netflix trailer, even genuine happiness starts to look like performance. And that's the trap Meghan and Harry can't seem to escape. Because whether it's a baseball game or a royal drama, every camera that follows them captures more than just a moment. It captures the growing divide between how they see themselves and how the world sees them. And that might just be the real story behind that fake celebration. So what do you think? Was Meghan's World Series celebration a real reaction, or another staged PR moment designed to keep the spotlight burning? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear what side you're on. And if you love deep dives into royal scandals, drama, and the truth behind the headlines, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Knox, where we cut through the noise and expose the stories others won't touch. Because when it comes to the royals, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. This is Royal Knox. See you in the next one.